What's up, guys? Look at the recent trade I just entered. It's an amazing trade. Now, this trade almost had stop loss, but by the grace of God, it ran exactly to 3R. So let me show you the progress that has been, that has just happened. So we log into my Ftmo account, and I'm gonna quickly show you the results. So let's allow it to load. There's my name up there so that you see that I'm making up. Load. So if you check out the last video, you will see the progress that we have made. And a couple of, I think it's 1 week later or 2 weeks later, by the help of God, we've made even greater progress. So yeah, so here's the equity curve. We have seen an increase, and the equity curve, if I zoom out, remember what happened? That's where things started. That was the initial balance to my Ftmo challenge account, and then I traded low lot sizes, small lot sizes, just like I am now, small lot sizes, and I decided to start using bigger lot sizes here, because as you see, there's a green line there that says that the system was profitable. And as I did, obviously that was the first big trades I was taking, and then eventually balances up, and eventually we ended up here. So you will see that at some point only $103 was left in this Ftmo challenge account. So what that meant that from here we could no longer risk $100 like we were each trade. As you see, each trade I was now risking $100 from this day onwards. I was risking $100 per trade. So I had to change that from here and try find out why is it we had these results, and I will show you just in a bit why. Let's quickly, in fact, let me just show you guys why. So I'll go to charts. I think charts will be fine. Give us the proper date. So as you see, when I scroll back from charts, these are the symbols I've traded. I've traded Nasdaq, traded GBP, I've traded what do you call NAS 500. So you see how much losses I've picked up from NAS 500. That's why I then decided to stop trading NAS 500 and I started trading Nasdaq only. Now I've taken more trades on Nasdaq than I did on Nasdaq 500, and as you can see, on Nasdaq we have been more profitable than we were on Nasdaq. So let's show you the month's this month's results. So this is this month's result, and we're risking, as you see, around $10. I took 2 trades this day, so it's minus 20 times 2. It means that per trade I was risking $10, and sometimes the reward was high. As you see on some trades, the rewards was high, and practically it means that we had a 9% month. So if I go back again, you will see that we had another profitable month, which was 35, which is 3.5R, because I was risking $10, and if you multiply 10 times 3, it'll give you 30. And if since we have 35 as profit, it means it's 3.5R return from risk. So again, another profitable month, September. All thanks to God. All thanks to God. So it's the first time I had, again, August, another 2.3R profitable month. Again, we're risking what, $10 per trade to gain 30 potentially on a trade. So again, another profitable month by the grace of God. And then July as well was another 2.1R. So we have had 4 profitable months in a row. And if we go back to June was the exact time that we incurred that amount I showed you, and over 90% of this loss came from trades I was taking in S&P 500. So I decided to stop trading S&P 500 and to focus on Nasdaq, and I'm not making it up. I'm gonna click here. Some of the profits came from Nasdaq, as you see. So it's Nasdaq 100. Some of the profits came from Nasdaq. So if I was to click randomly, let's say the day before, not that there weren't losses on Nasdaq, but most of them were from US 500, which is SPY 500, S&P 500. So that is the whole progress. Just to sum it up in a few minutes, and by the grace of God, that's why having God is very important. It is very important. Let me show you this miracle. You see the trade I took here? I took a sell, like I was saying. I took a sell on Friday, and this was my stop loss, 21.2. And each time before I trade, I ask God, please help me set a stop loss that's going to allow the trade to work out if there's a potential for it to go in my direction. And look, the market went minus 21 pips, 0.0, so 0.2 pips away from being stopped, and it turned out to be a winning trade. So this is not the first time it has happened. It has happened another time, and I've shown you some of the results, and these are results I achieved here, guys. Like some of the days where we had like 68 USD profit. As you see, the lot size between this and this is only a difference of half, and we still have the same amount of profit pips target. Difference is that lot size here is different. At this time I used the large lot size and a smaller stop loss distance. Remember, here it's 21, here it's 17, same 10 USD stop loss. Okay, it's not 17, I was breaking even here, so the trade moved into profit and I break even 17 pips, but I'll 100% tell you that the stop loss was once 10 pips instead of 21. So when you have a smaller stop loss distance, you can potentially increase your lot size, and what is normal for other days now becomes huge. So again, I want to share with you guys why and how we got to those stop losses, but I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what I'm planning on doing this month, and by the help of God, and these are the things I want to focus on and improving, and the things I want to achieve. And if I achieve these things, I'll be glad. For the month, I'm going to show it to you guys now, and I'm going to work on them, and I'm going to give you guys an update saying, okay, this is the progress. We have achieved this, we have achieved that. So let me just show you what I want to do this month, focus on, in order to improve. So right, this month, I'm not gonna show everything I'm gonna do this month yet, but this is what I want to do this week, right? Let's just speak about what I want to do this week. So I want to set new goals for the year and month. Why do I want to set new goals? I already have goals for 2025. I already did have goals if I was to go into my trading system. So these were my goals that I set around 13 October this year. I set a lot of goals. I remember at some point this year I was like, yeah, I want $2 million in funding. So those were my goals, and somehow, my goals have changed to goals like I want to end the year with 3 profitable back-tested refined trading systems in 3 different markets. From focusing on the money aspect, saying I want $2 million a year, to new goals that focus on the process. So yeah, do I really want 3 profitable trading systems? Not anymore. For the year at least. Maybe we can work on that another time next year. But what is the benefit of 3 systems? The benefit of 3 systems is that if I decide that I'm not going to trade right now, this current trading session, I can trade another session in a different pair. We don't want to trade different sessions with one pair. We just want to trade another session or another pair totally, so that when this one pair goes up, the other one goes down, they don't impact each other. Just like S&P 500 and Nasdaq. S&P 500 and Nasdaq, if it was to open trading view, are slightly similar in their movement. So before I was trading S&P and I was trading Nasdaq, and as you see, when this one is going up, this one is likely going up. This one has 500 of the top companies. Is it 500 or 50? I don't remember if it's 500 or 50, but this one has 100 of America's top companies. So look, if we were to open up the chart, let me just make it like this. It has been going up, right? It's been going up. If we look at it for the year, it has been going up, rising up, right? So if we look at a SPY as well, it looks like the same chart. If you look at it, it looks like the same chart. So what that basically means, it's just like I'm taking the same position twice when I trade both of them. So rather trade one. And let's go for something in the specific example, something that is way different to them, something like GBP JPY. Why? GBP JPY has the pound, has the yen. They react totally different to what has to do with the USD CFDs, right? Or contracts or gold or whatever. And then from then, after taking maybe a GBP USD or a USD JPY, go for something that is different to USD JPY and Nasdaq, which may be CAD, Canadian, CHF. So the Canadian dollar and the Swiss franc or something like that. That way, when that one is profitable and this one is, they don't like, it's not like they're taking the same trade 3 times. I hope you understand what that means. So to backtest 3 systems, it's going to take the time it's going to take. I already did backtest the Nasdaq system and it has taken the time it has taken. That's why it is no longer a go for this year, because it's not really realistic to want to backtest 3 systems and finish them unless I'll be working 14 hours a day. So next goal is that I want to be consistent with my work and disciplined with my task, which is still going to be a goal for this month. Consistent in my work, meaning that I want to be channeling, I want to be consistently available to trade, present to trade, all those more stuffs, right? So let me show an example of some of my tasks I do each day. I want to be consistent in being at work at 2 p.m. South African time. I want to be consistent reading my goals and thinking of the consequences. I want to be consistent in studying big days versus average days. And recall, I want to be consistent in working on tasks that contribute to monthly goals and profit achieving and loss decreasing results. I want to be consistent journaling my trades, trade results, trade performance, tracking all these things, right? That's what I want to be consistent in, the things that are effective and lead to more profitability. So yeah, I won't speak about every one of the goals, but always present to profit on my trading system, staying in the office until I knock out. I want to be journaling effectively. This is a big one, because when you journal effectively, what that means is that you will find the true problems, the real problems you must solve. And when you solve your real problems, it means that you are loss decreasing. If you're decreasing the losses, even if you don't do anything else, the profits will be more because there'll be less losses. So yeah, that is why it's important. And yeah, the rest of them. So in October, I wanted to first refine the Nasdaq system, removing all that doesn't help it to prosper and leaving what works. Add a trading criteria. These are my goals, film for YouTube every 2 days. So let me quickly show you guys something for the last time. My phone is going to be low in battery, so I think it's here. So I'm gonna open a spreadsheet, show an example of a spreadsheet. Remember on my goals here, I said I wanted to refine my first system on Nasdaq, removing all that doesn't work, help it prosper, leaving what works. So the whole, I don't know if it's the whole of October, but I was trying to find out what works and what doesn't. So this spreadsheet you see here has the days where in 2023 the market hit take profit, right? And I have the stop loss amount, I have the take profit amount, I have how much was the return in the investment, I also have the time. So at 2 p.m. I could expect 6R at this day, and then I want to see what is the consistency in all this data. And was it a news day? What type of news day was it? Or did the trade happen before news or after news? Was it a big winning day, meaning that did the news contribute to a huge day? So once this data is there, and then we see what the consistency is, we can now make a new trading rule that says maybe you should trade at this time, maybe you shouldn't trade at this time, or maybe you should trade at this time, or maybe you shouldn't trade at this time. So what's the benefit of that rule? That rule is based on data. It's based on what really works with the system or what doesn't work. So look at this is another docket I have of the days that were winning days versus the days that were losing days. See, all these things I'm showing you guys, I don't want to explain because of it may take long, but let me show you one of the last ones. So you will see that some of the days, this is June's data, some of the days there was lose. Why? The question is why? What's happening between these days? What's happening between these days? So let's see, the next month I didn't create. But again, what's happening between these days? The days losing streaks. What's happening? Because you're not just gonna take them and say, no, it's normal. System does that. Look at September. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? 5, 6. What was going on between these days? Was it my own mistakes, or was it the market related data? Does the market say maybe I shouldn't trade at these days, or what is the cause of these things? And basically that's what we want to solve by gathering all the data. That's why we want to solve. As you see, October we didn't trade those days, but again there was winning streak days. Why were they winning streak days? What is the consistency? So that is just to summarize the video. This is an important video, so that in the future when you see me with big days or big profit days, etc., this video can benefit you, and you can come back and see what the foundational work that was done by the help of God. And without God, you don't have a chance in this. It's gonna be way harder. It's gonna be way harder. For the first 7 years that I've been trading, this has been the first 4. This is the first time I've had 4 profitable months in a row, and it's only been by the help of God and by His grace. It's not that sometimes I obeyed Him, sometimes I made mistakes and disrespected God, but He forgave me and still helped me. And so that's why my trading is as. And we tithe at church, give the tithe, give to the poor, and God will always bless you as long as you're in a morally right business. Which, if you want to find out if trading is morally right, you ask God and ask Him to show you. And don't take my word and say, well, I said it was morally right. You ask God, and if God tells you and shows it to you and you have proof, then go ahead. So yeah, that is it. I don't know when next I'm gonna make another video, but that ends today's video. See you again when we've made some progress, and have some luck.